Hey guys, welcome to my Lumia 920, my Nokia Lumia 920 retrospective. Now I'm just going to be talking about all the things that I was really into when I had this phone. This was my phone back in the day, and this was, I think, my second smartphone. Yeah, my first ever smartphone was a Nokia Lumia 520. Then I went from to a 920, then to a what's this called? What I get after that? I can't recall which one I got after that, but I stopped using Windows phones a while ago because there's the support for those phones with these kind of phones are, well, it's abysmal. I feel so bad, but it's such a using this phone really takes me back to when I used to really get into this stuff, and there was promise for this OS for the Windows, for the these phones here, but I mean nowadays not so much, but that's besides the point. This is just my retrospective on the Lumia 920, which is this phone here. I really love what it's made of. This material, it's polycarbonate is this material, and it's beautiful. I love this yellow. This is so unique, this color on the phone. It really sticks out. You take out this phone, there's no other phone you have. You can't confuse it for anything else. It can only be the Lumia 920, or at least of the Lumia type. The sharp edges, I don't know, I liked it. I like that feeling of something solid. It's definitely one of the more solid phones you ever did feel. Oops, telling me to restart. Okay, and I really love the display on this phone. I was looking at it and thinking how well it's held up. It looks absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of issues with this phone because the support for Windows phones is abysmal, like I mentioned. I don't even think there's an eBay app anymore. This is a very clean OS. Windows, especially this is 8. I believe now it's like 10 or 10 point something. But it's really clean. But because there's a lack of apps, there's really no way to get to things except through the browser. So I have to go onto the browser website. I'm going to do a speaker test rather, and you get to see how well the speaker does. So we're just gonna play some random dubstep, like a teenager, see how it sounds. I remember the speakers on this thing not being too bad. Yeah, so it's not bad at all, actually. It's dual speakers. They're bottom facing, which is kind of a problem, but I mean, for the most part, you should be fine. You will inevitably drown out the sound with your hands, though. But I mean, for what it was then, it's pretty awesome. It still sounds really good. I really enjoyed like, you know, getting calls, texts, and watching videos on the speakers themselves. Sounds very full, doesn't sound tinny. Better than a lot of modern day phones, actually. I want to do a video quality of this phone, and I'm going to do that in a sec, but I want to go over the keyboard. It is so satisfying. It's so good, the keyboard here. I really was into it. This was before, well, at least before Windows phones got emojis. At least I never used them when I had this phone. So here you have your keyboard, and it looks like it's pretty jumbled up, but it's actually really, really well put together. So I'm gonna put we're gonna watch some video. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube. I'll show you. You see, it's so satisfying to type on this. Better than any typing experience I've had on a modern day phone. So let's just watch this random video of nature. This is using my Wi-Fi. It's not using any data. I want to see if you can change the video quality settings. I don't think you can. Nah, you can't. What you see is what you get. I wonder if it's the highest quality it can be, though. Doesn't look too good here. There you go. So I mean, it gets pretty beautiful. The screen on this thing is really good. Let's see what we got there. Yeah, so pretty good. Multitasking on this phone is decent enough for what it is. It's 1 GB of RAM, 32 GB of onboard storage. Not expandable, but I mean, 32 gigs is definitely more than enough for most people. Not for me, but for most people is definitely more than enough. Gaming on this is a different story. It's perfectly fine. I've never had any issues playing whatever I had to play. So what I played then were the most basic of games. Games have definitely changed. So we're going to see how more graphic intensive games worked. So let's see how that gets started. Okay. Well, this isn't necessarily the most graphic intense game there is. Okay. Yep. That's an accident. That's pretty cool. So this game definitely has no issues. Let's see some other game. Piano Tiles. Ain't no way that's gonna give us any issues. You could play Piano Tiles on posh mobile phone, let alone this. Nope, we don't need that. No, why? Okay. Okay, well, to be fair, I was never good at that game. But, I mean, it just should be fine for what it is. Most people aren't going to be playing games on a Windows phone. Not much less one that's, what is this, 2012? So, around 5 years old. Can you believe it? This one does have Cortana. Not going to be using it, though. So, let's see. Cortana worked fine. Okay, cool. Let's play. I think in Sonic Dash we're probably going to get some slowdown. I wouldn't doubt it. Okay. Gotta pick another one. Okay. Let's play. You know what? Not too bad. Oh shoot, but you know what? Not too bad at all. Surprisingly decent. Yeah, a couple hiccups, but I mean, pretty decent actually. I'm surprised. It plays better than how I remember it did. So gaming shouldn't be a problem at all, you know? Definitely really decent. And there's another aspect of this phone that's awesome that I have yet to mention. And that is, of course, the camera, which is beautiful on this camera. It's a 8 megapixel camera, and it has, of course, flash, and it has a front facing. I remember the camera being awesome on this phone here, especially under really good lighting. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to take that, but yeah, you could take some really stellar photos. So I'm just gonna take this Pokeball here and see what kind of picture I can take. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, you could see all the details here. See me, the phone. It's really beautiful, especially in good lighting. Dark lighting, you can adjust the settings to take better photos. So let's go ahead, dim the lights a bit. Let's turn off flash. Make sure it's good. Okay. As you can see, again, it's a beautiful, beautiful photo. One of the best smartphone cameras that I've had. Probably today's a lot of today's phones don't they have better cameras than this, but I mean, this is still really, really good for when it came out back in the day, back in 2012. So overall, this phone is really good. I still love having this phone. Having it with me is just a blast from the past. It's really good. I remember calls were great. The pictures are great. Music experience is just fine. Two problems that the phone has: battery doesn't last a while at all. I remember dying after, I believe, 3 hours. You probably should keep the brightness low if you want to have it for extended usage. The phone, and also support for this phone. This phone has been, well, this Windows as an OS has been through hell and back, and they really, it's dead, really, for the most part. I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying it, but it really is a lost cause trying to make apps for this, because not too many people have Windows phones. But overall, I still love this phone. It's still worth what it is now. Definitely, I keep it just in case my current phone, which is the Axon 7, ZT Axon 7, in case I need a backup phone. This is awesome for a backup phone. So yeah, definitely would recommend it nowadays. It's still a legit purchase in 2017. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to check all the links at the bottom, gamersantfarm.com, and then all the links will be in the description down below. See you guys next time.